Welcome back. Dr. Rachel Daigle joins us. We're talking about the difference between men and women communicating. Here's a distinction I want to ask you guys and share from my perspective. So, like when I would go watch Audrey at Barney's, okay, there'd be all these women obviously in her dressing room, whatnot, and y'all would be talking over each other and like you guys loved that. Where I think,
Bonding.
yes, where a guy, I think a lot of women would say guys don't really talk, which I don't think is true if we felt heard. I think when a woman listens, doesn't interrupt us, which is, in my opinion, a typical female communication strategy,
be.
but lets us just talk and we feel heard, we will definitely talk. But when y'all start interrupting us and like, we're just like, if you don't want to hear what I have to say, then I'm not going to say anything. So that's a distinction I think it's very important because I think a lot of women are left with, both guys kind of sit there, don't want to communicate, where I think we do, as long as we felt like you're doing a great job right now. As long as we feel like, okay, you're going to sit there and listen and hear us and not try to interrupt us. Am I off by saying that, hey, most women want to just chatter? That's what I see.
Oh, not chatter.
Absolutely. Well, I don't, not without purpose. The purpose behind it, at least in my experience, Andrea, is similarity, connection, relating. That's what we're taught.
Yes.
We're taught to nurture. We're taught to focus on that. How do you feel about it?
No, exactly. Yeah, focus on the person in front of you, and if it's your spouse, we love you and we want to connect with you
Yes.
and relate to you. But you do have a point about letting spouses finish their sentences. That's a good one. That is a good one.
It is.
But it seems like
And
women
it just-
enjoy
it
that,
just-
like cutting each other off or talking over each other.
Because we can relate, like, oh, are
Yeah.
you kidding? I had the
Yes.
same experience. That kind of thing.
It's I feel more connected to you
Yeah.
because you are on my wavelength.
Come into my circle.
Yes.
Come in. Come
So
in.
a hint to women out there, it doesn't connect with us, all right? It makes us be like, all right, I guess you know
But then
everything,
again,
so.
if we try not to cut you off, then you should at least, focus on us and listen and eye contact, right?
Yes. Well, and you're leading right into a beautiful point. Know your own needs and your style of communication, and have empathy and respect for your partners. So, and if there's anything I could say about it, I would say practice, 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 and with consideration, because we can know these things, we know these tendencies, but it's in how you implement them in your relationship. And most of the time, we flip it on automatic pilot because we have a list long of things, of requirements of getting through our day, and we forget about them. So practice them and do so with empathy and understanding.
We do have one Facebook question that we could get to real quickly, if there's time to pop it up. How can I get my boyfriend to look me in the eye when I'm talking? He insists he's listening, but I need better communication.
Well, I think it would be important to ask him about that eye contact and why he's uncomfortable with that. I'd just be real assertive with that and ask
okay.
that question. If he tells you, it just the varied responses are quite long.
Yeah.
One of the things is being that compartmentalizing piece, like if I'm gaming, or if I'm watching the football game, or if I'm reading something, ask for his attention and give him the time to finish that task, and not in your time and when you think it should happen, but agree on a time, and then ask for that eye contact, because she has the right to be heard and listened to, but he also has the right to finish the things he's doing, and not just because she's dropped the most major issue, and this is not to our particular person, but not because we decide that this is our most major issue right now, should he be on that wavelength when we are. So this individual has every right to ask for that clear communication, but do it in a way that's conducive to actually creating an optimal environment.
We just need to realize then how we communicate and
Yes.
respond in that way,
Yes.
and take into account our spouse.
Yes.
Or
And
significant other.
If he were to say, no, I don't want to, this is not, I don't want to do that at all, that resistance, I would suspect that there's other indicators there within the relationship that something else is going on. And I'd ask him about it.
We could go on and on.
I know.
If we just
Thank
finish the
you very
show
much.
with this. This is
There's
such a
so
great
much
topic.
good stuff, and we
I
didn't even
know.
touch half of it.
I
But thank you
know.
for letting me be here, both of you.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
for joining us. Okay, we'll be right back.